Hey everyone, my name is Sufyan, and in this video I'll be giving you an introductory look at C++. So what is C++? C++ is a powerful programming language used to create fast and efficient programs. It's actually an extension of another language called C, but what makes C++ different is that it supports object-oriented programming. Now I know that term sounds complicated, but don't worry, I'll cover object-oriented programming in another video. Why use C++? So C++ is widely used in game development, software engineering, and operating systems. It's known for being fast and efficient, and it's also known for being a versatile, which means it's used in many industries such as, like I said, game development and software engineering, and it's also a high-performance language. Should you learn C++ first? Now you might be wondering, should I start with C++ or another language such as Python? My advice is to pick between two great beginner options, which is Python or C++. Python is easier to learn and great for beginners. On the other hand, C++ is harder, but it gives you a deeper understanding of programming. I personally started with C++, which made learning other languages easier later on, but I won't lie, it was tough at first, and I felt like giving up at first too. However, pushing through helped me understand code better in the long run. But if you want a simpler start, Python is a great choice, and I highly recommend it for beginners. The reason why I chose C++ first because when I started college, they made me take a introduction to computer science course, right? And that course basically uses C++. So honestly, it doesn't matter which you start with, C++ or Python. They're both wonderful, but in my opinion, Python is generally easier compared to C++. So now I'll talk about the pros and cons of C++ versus Python. So the pros of C++ are that it's high performance, which means it runs fast and efficiently. It also has more control, which allows low-level memory management. And also it's used as an industry standard, which is used in major applications. Now the cons for C++ is that it's harder to learn because of its complex syntax. It requires more code, such as simple tasks take longer, and debugging is tricky. Finding and fixing errors in C++ is harder. Now with Python, on the other hand, the pros of Python is that it's beginner friendly, it's easy to read syntax like plain English, it has less code, and it has great libraries, pre-built tools for AI, web development, and much more. Now the cons of Python are that it's slower than C++ and has limited system level control, which means less direct access to hardware. So which one should you start with? If you're completely new to coding, Python is the best choice because Python is generally easier to read and understand at first. And also Python is better if you have no coding experience at all. Now on the other hand, if you have some coding experience, maybe a little bit, or maybe if you want a challenge, I'll say go with C++. Because C++, if you it's hard to learn, that's true, but if you understand it and basically learn the language at first, it's gonna make learning the other languages way easier. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe.